We are back. Thank you very much for enduring technical difficulties. We are playing with a very volatile setup, but we are making it work. You're hearing me on my phone. You're hearing contestants on Spencer's phone, and you've got what? Well, you've got the money shot. We've got the good-looking people on the camera right now. Our contestants right now. I also want to regretfully inform you, gentlemen. Like I mentioned at the top of our first stream, we gotta wait another 10 minutes till we can start swearing. So. Reel it in.
As long as I get my 50 points, we're all good.
Yes, indeed. For those who missed the first part of the stream, Goose scored 100 points for a correct answer. His second question did not go so well, so both Keishi and Boris were able to steal 50 points each. I also noticed in the last chat room that Pluggo threw us a super chat, and he gave everyone points. So
thanks for your help with the question, Pluggo.
This was actually before a question got answered, so give him a little slack there. But with that, we are going to move on to the next player. Awesome. We've got contestants already eager for our game for the patrons here at Hitman's Bar in Calgary. But Keishi, you are next as the active player, and my first question for you. Which present WWE star has the record for most SmackDown matches?
Oh, no. Natalia?
Bingo! Oh, boy, I was taking a swig of my drink here, but I need to go to the correct answer. You were ready with that one.
I wasn't. It just, the cogs started turning, and then, everything kind of lined up into place, and it, the light bulb went off.
The WWE knows what they're doing, man.
That's another 100 points for you, sir.
I really hate you.
My next question. How many times did Bret Hart main event Starrcade?
Ooh. I kind of want to just draw this out for the sake of suspense.
Well, you only have 20 seconds.
Yeah. And now I'm going to guess 2.5.
2.5? I'm afraid 2.5 is not the correct answer.
Because the main event might start, and then there could be a kerfuffle, and it could turn into a tag match.
Keishi will ask you to hand the mic to Boris, and then hand the mic to Goose.
I think it's 1.
You think it's 1? Goose, what do you think?
I'm also going to go with 1. Can we make the same answer?
Yeah.
I know he wrestled Goldberg on a Starrcade. Whether or not it was the main event, I'm unaware. If it was one too many.
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
It hasn't been 10 minutes, Spencer!
He's not mic'd. I think we're okay.
Okay.
But indeed, you know what? I actually have to censor myself because the answer here, as written here on Quizplex, once against that sloppy piece of Bill Goldberg.
Did I cuss?
No.
No. I said beep. That was clear.
Spencer did, but he's off mic.
We're fine.
Things are going swimmingly, folks.
But that is 50 points stolen by both Boris and Goose.
Word.
So, Boris, let's
sir.
move on to you. You are now the active player. Once again, reminder to anyone in the chat, you want to throw a super chat in there and try to deceive or maybe even help our players. All that money is going to be going to the Nature Conservancy of Canada. So keep that in mind.
We're going to save the geese. See what I did there?
Marvelously done. Boris.
Yes.
Who was defending the European title when it was unified with the Intercontinental title in a ladder match on Raw in summer of 2002?
My gut says Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam is not the correct answer.
Was he the other part in the match?
I'm not. I'll give you backstory after this, but I'll ask you to hand the mic to Keishi and to Goose.
Swear word person.
Sorry, Goose, so I worked on the thing.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's fair. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown and Keishi.
Let's go. Sorry, what year was that? 2002.
2002.
Road Dogg Jesse James.
All good guesses, but you were right, Boris. Rob Van Dam was defending the Intercontinental title, but defending the European title, no points awarded here. It was Jeff Hardy. I thought the ladder match would give that away.
Do I get 8 points?
No, you don't.
No.
I feel like Tommy Dreamer had a intercontinental hardcore.
Yeah. Eventually that got absorbed as well.
Because I was going to go with Tommy Dreamer.
That's one I got wrong.
Then I was also like, I'm pretty sure D'Lo Brown actually hailed himself as the Eurocontinental champion at one point. Might have also been Kurt Angle, but definitely wasn't in 2002.
Goose knows his history. Well done, sir. But alas, well, Boris, we got one more question for you to close out round
Give me
two.
that back. All right.
All right,
I'm mad
listen.
now.
Redemption.
Listen carefully here, okay?
Okay.
Which wrestler uses these lyrics in their iconic theme song? I'm not going to sing them, so you'll have no sense of
Lord
melody.
have mercy.
You're listening to the words here, okay?
Spend my day working hard on the go. No?
Nope.
Okay.
Fear will kill me. All I could be. Lift these sorrows. Let me breathe.
I don't know.
Well, that seems like a you problem.
Oh, he's getting snippy over there.
I don't know. You were taking it out on me.
Okay, can I hear it again? Please?
Fear will kill me. All I could be. Lift these sorrows. Let me breathe. Super chats if anyone wants to help Big Bad Boris.
Yeah, help Big Boris.
We have a Marco stunt.
You know
was that,
what?
Was that Pluggo?
I'm gonna.
Of course, it was Pluggo.
Pluggo wouldn't steer me wrong. You know, I'm gonna say Marco Stunt because I don't know. I'm gonna go with Marco Stunt.
Well, it's not Marco Stunt.
Pluggo, I'm gonna find you, and they'll never find your body, my man.
Oh my goodness.
He said nice things about me this morning on Twitter too.
Keishi, do you gotta venture a guess? Do you have an answer here?
I'm gonna guess Jeff Hardy.
I'm afraid we don't have a pair of Jeff Hardy answers in a row here on Quizplex. Goose?
I'm torn between two, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Original Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's
also thinking maybe Sheamus, though.
Okay, well, you gotta pick one.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay, well, that's a great theme, but on the bright side, it wasn't either Drew McIntyre or Sheamus. The answer is the rated R superstar, who might not even be known by this name by the end of the night, but as we presently know him,
if you had
Edge.
said, I think you know me, then I would have got the answer right.
Well, that would have been...
right, if you think you know me. We're going to get thrown out of here before this night's over.
That's okay.
No, we're having a good time.
Is Bret Hart going to throw me out of here?
Maybe.
Okay, cool.
All right, this is yours now.
I think you have to be paid extra to be thrown out by the Hitman. But with that, Spencer, do you want to tell us what the points are for round one? I'm handing him the microphone.
The voice in the sky. Hello, everyone. Currently, we've got a real tight game. Of course, a huge thank you to you, Pluggo. Thank you for donating your $5 super chat. Of course, all going to the Nature Conservatory of Canada. Points for everybody has Goose sitting at 55 in third place. We've got Big Bad Boris in second at 105. And Keishi Matsunaga with 155.
I picked Jeff Hardy twice.
How are you feeling after round one?
Surprised.
Oh, I'm Keishi Matsunaga. I'm gonna lose. Blah blah blah.
I appreciate you pronouncing my name properly, though.
Well done,
I'll tell you this. I, on Thursday, was down at the South Edmonton Rec Room doing a seminar with Mike Bailey all about comebacks.
Oh, I see what you did there. The comeback is greater than the setback, but yeah. Well, you know what, Spence? Normally we go to break, but again, we're here live on location. I think we can just skip ahead to round two. Will it get us DMCA, do you think?
No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I was going to sing with my baby tonight again.
But you know what we'll do? We're just going to move on to round two. Gentlemen, gameplay is more or less the same, but what's different is the scoreboard. Now, the active player is reaching for... is the video coming up? 5. Please. I actually need to read it. I don't remember these things. Correct answers for the active player are worth 200 points, and correct answers stolen from the active player are worth 100 points. Once again, super chats. If you want to help or hinder these players, you can throw in the answer to any of the questions you see on screen, and we will share them with your contestants. And whether they use it or not is really at their discretion. They're amazing. Round two, fight. Let's go. Goose, indeed, you are on the board in third place, so we are going to start round 2 with you as well. How's your WrestleMania 17 knowledge, sir?
Oh, good, very good.
Yeah?
Yes,
Well,
I don't know. I'm sorry. WrestleMania 17 is my favorite WrestleMania. I'm going to feel very ashamed if I get this question wrong.
well, do you remember who almost abruptly cut the broadcast by running over a cable with their golf cart
Oh,
in a
yeah.
hardcore title match?
Hell yeah.
Who was it?
It was another wrestler who's named after a bird. It was Raven.
Bingo, sir. A question tailored to you in ways I could not have anticipated. So that's 200 points.
I was on a podcast with Raven once, and I had no idea. I legit was on a podcast with Raven once. I had
really
no
good.
idea he was going to be on this. It was like something I agreed to do for the host of that podcast. And then it was, oh, Raven's here too? Oh, no. Now I'm like, I was completely unprepared for that.
I don't know if anyone heard Spencer's very wry remark that I really appreciated, but that was a question for the birds. This next one, though, is for the Breeze. What was Tyler Breeze's first gimmick name in NXT?
Mike Dalton.
Well, he was not joking about the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. That is another 200 points banked by the Canadian Goose. Mike Dalton is the correct answer.
I'm pretty sure Tyler Breeze, Mike Dalton's wrestled some matches for RCW.
He did.
Keishi, you are up. You're in first place, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So give that microphone to.
Technically now I'm not, but
That's true. But at the top of the round.
Fair enough.
All right, Boris.
Yes, sir.
Who was the first SmackDown Women's Champion?
Oh, hell's bells. The first SmackDown Women's Champion? What is this SmackDown you speak of? Is that one of those professional wrestling?
I think he's stalling because he wants the super chats to help him out.
No, my gut says it was Becky Lynch, but I'm sure that's wrong because I don't know anything about wrestling.
Are you committing to that answer?
Yeah, why not?
Good idea. Because it was Becky Lynch.
Oh, hey, baby. Spend my days working hard on the go.
She had a banger match last night with Tiffany Stratton on NXT.
Did you see that cut? Gnarly.
15 stitches or something?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I just saw pictures of it this morning. Gross.
Very gross. Very gross.
She's a warrior. She's a warrior of that one. A lot of respect.
That was gross and
Feel better
violent.
about myself. No, I got one.
I like your accent.
Boris, your second question. Who is John Cena's first pay-per-view opponent?
John Cena's first pay-per-view opponent.
If you get it wrong, Goose seems confident he's going to be able to steal points on this one.
My gut says Big Show for some reason, but I'm sure there was somebody before that. But I'm going to go Big Show. But it's not right, is it?
No, I'm afraid it's not the Big Show. Pass it on to Keishi.
Pass it on, Keishi.
Oh, I don't know either. So I'm going to say
Luther Reigns. It'll be fun.
Luther Reigns. It'll be fun.
Luther Reigns, it'll be fun, was not the correct answer.
I'll be super embarrassed if I get this wrong, but I'm very confident that it was Chris Jericho.
You are very confident, and you have every reason to be. Chris Jericho is the correct answer to the question.
Aggression.
That was 2 questions for Boris. Keishi, you are up. I feel like your confidence has been shaken now after this round here.
It's right where I expected it to be when I walked into this bar today.
I would like to ask you, which Canadian Football League team was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson a part of?
Calgary Stampeders.
Oh!
Why don't I get that one? We're literally in a Calgary place.
Elks/Eskimos.
And for the record, he was on the practice team.
For those who yelled Roman Reigns in the background.
So, I get 50 points.
He showed up to practice so he could eat sandwiches.
If I could show up to practice just to eat sandwiches, man.
Who wouldn't?
I'm a pro at eating sandwiches.
That would be Spencer's dream.
The first time I ever attended wrestling training at Andrew Hawks' house, his wife gave us pie and ice cream after the training session.
That sounds like a really kind.
It was very nice.
All right.
Pluggo is given $1.99 for your next answer is Marco Stacks.
Is what, sorry?
Your next answer is Marco Stacks.
You don't have to accept that.
I'm booking a flight to wherever it is that he lives.
Does Marco Stunt have like an active going feud with Big Bad Boris here?
He does now.
Are we getting Marco Stunt booked for LPW? Because I'm down with that. Marco
Alright.
Stunt, like, look here, Big Bad Boris, Keishi Matsunaga, the Canadian Goose. When you get
I'm
booked,
trying.
we are the people that you should thank.
Ugh. I got one more question for you to close out round 2.
Fire away.
All right. You an ECW fan?
I'm a fan, but I'm not an aficionado. This one's gonna go to Boris.
Okay, but WWE ECW.
Oh, woo, woo, woo! You kind of know it, bro.
Well, let me ask you this: who was the last ECW champion? And again, in WWE's incarnation of the brand.
I should know this, but I don't.
Sadly, I'm pretty sure I do.
His name flew out of my brain.
Was it John Morrison?
Nope. Okay, Goose.
His name is Ezekiel Jackson.
Okay. What did Boris say?
It's Ezekiel Jackson. That's the right answer.
Ezekiel Jackson is the right answer. So that's points to both of you.
Yeah, because you heard me say it first.
Hey, all's fair in love and war here.
I had him in a thought bubble above my head. Does that count? Just like you had Jeff Cobb in the thought bubble.
Yeah.
The Revenge.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Ezekiel Jackson's finish was also the rock bottom.
He did.
It's true.
It was a bad one. He quite as executed properly as the rock did it.
We're going to pass the mic over to Spencer, who's going to announce the points at the end of round 2.
Last now, aren't I?
No.
The voice in the sky. Hello, everybody. Thank you once again, Pluggo. Thanks once again for your donation towards the Nature Conservatory of Canada. JPJ, they're amazing. Great to see you guys all hopping in the chat. And great to see a brand new leaderboard. It has, pretty well completely flipped the script. Keishi Matsunaga, unfortunately, has dropped into 3rd place.
Right where I'm supposed to be.
Continuing along with 155 points. Big Bad Boris picking some numbers up in the 2nd round. They're sitting in 2nd place with 405. But the Canadian Goose honking along with 755.
Tell JPJ I'm going to murder his buddy.
JPJ, if you are looking for a new co-host of the Between Two Beards podcast.
Oh, yeah. We're on a...
I know everybody loves to bury the old Canadian Goose here, but Speedball Bailey, I'm doing you proud here.
The comeback is on.
All right. With that, we are going to take we're not going to take a break. We're just going to jump right into round 3. Again, we're here on location. Let's keep the pace going. Again, what's different here is each player will get one question, but you can score bank with this question. If you are the active player, you will get 500 points if you're right. If you steal from the active player, that is 250 points. And once again, super chats, if you want to affect this game, this is the time to do it. All money from super chats will be donated to the Nature Conservancy of Canada. So we thank you already for opening your wallets to help raise money for a great cause. And we are going to do what we can to have a little fun, raising a little bit more money in this final round of Quizplex. Spencer, I was distracted while you gave the scoreboard. Who is 3rd place?
Me.
Keishi, your question. Are you ready to close off your last question on Quizplex?
Probably not, but fire away.
I believe in you. Your question. Who won the WCW World Championship in their debut match?
David Arquette?
Oh, fuck, that's true, too.
Oh,
That's true. Oh, that's not the answer you were looking for.
That's not the answer I put.
Because that was the first one that came to my mind.
But-
I don't know about you.
I know
But-
the other answer.
Okay.
The other answer?
Hold. Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay.
I'm just going to do it so I got the points. It was a giant. Haha, see, I screwed the whole process.
Well,
Victory is mine.
I am looking up David Arquette's cage match. We'll get
Yeah.
sure.
It's literally, no, there's actually more than 2 matches. He won a little bit of an indie run there.
He did.
Until Nick Gage almost killed
So
him.
that was. I mean,
Pass me the phone.
See? Turn the screws, baby. Let's go.
Unfortunately, David Arquette had one match prior to his WCW World Heavyweight Championship win, defeating Eric Bischoff in 2 minutes and 10 seconds on WCW Nitro 240
Missed
from
it
the
by
Blue Cross
this much.
Arena in Rochester, New York.
Pretty quick on the draw there, my man.
That was well done.
Darn. That, again, I thought that was his debut match, and that would have thrown off everything. I would have had to give you 500 and also Boris 250,
So
because
throw some chaos points.
I'm going to throw some chaos points. First, I'm going to throw about a dozen to Cage Match for always being there from us whenever we're in a tough spot like we are
I
tonight.
didn't say always.
Oh.
I mean, they're always there for me when I forget how many matches I've actually
Do
wrestled.
you know Cage Match has me listed as Boris the Bruiser? Which never happened ever.
We need to do another shoot.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, you know what? Chaos points. I'm gonna say. You know, I also got 3 for Goose because he admitted he could have peeked over and looked at the answers, but chose not to. Really appreciate that. So 3 chaos points for the honesty. Keishi, for the absolute confidence of saying David Arquette, I'm gonna give you 6 points. And Boris, again, you got the answer right, so you get the stolen points. But let's throw another 4 on top of that for fun.
I also would like to add that I very, very much would love to wrestle David Arquette. So if anyone wants to book that, please. The Canadian Goose versus David Arquette. I'm down. Let's do it.
Boris, our second place contestant at the top of round 3.
Okay.
Our question for you, 500 points on the line.
All right.
Which wrestler made an appearance on the Weird Al show and hit their finishing move on a hamster?
But what even is?
Super chats. I know a lot of you are just as online as
I know
I
this
am
one.
and have
Do you
come
really?
across the
I know
memes.
most of you have seen that episode of the Weird Al Show.
I know most of you have seen that
100%
that episode of the Weird Al show
Hit his finish on a hamster.
on a hamster.
Harvey the Wonder Hamster. He doesn't fight. He
Okay,
doesn't
don't
spit.
say that like I should know what that is. Harvey the what?
I am seeing some correct answers in the chat, but once again, if you want to get it on screen and help the players, super chat of any size is welcome.
Harvey the. Do I get a year?
No, I don't know the year.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks for a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna say Randy Savage.
Well, you know what, Boris?
You're right.
You pulled it
Shut
out
up.
again.
Are you kidding me? Is that really right?
100%.
Macho Man Randy Savage hit the flying elbow drop on a hamster
I
on an
figured
episode of the
80s
Weird Al
something,
show.
and I figured an iconic finish in the 80s. Oh, my butt hurts from pulling that out of there.
Boris, you might have ran away with the scoreboard, but there's
He
still
put the hamster over though.
Yeah?
Yeah, he put
Well,
him
Macho
over.
was a pro.
Yeah,
one more question that
he
could
did
flip
business.
this scoreboard. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have planned this, guys. I could not have planned this because once again, I have another question for the birds. In fact, it's another Raven question.
Oh, boy.
So aside from Raven, I would like you to name 3 members of his TNA faction, The Gathering.
Three members.
3 members. There were 4 other members. I want you to name 3.
Julio De Niro,
Mm-hmm.
Alexa Lurie, CM Punk.
Well, there it is. Yeah, Boris knows what's up. That was absolutely the correct answer. CM Punk, Julio De Niro, Alexis Lurie, also known as Mickey James, and Cassidy Riley. Would have accepted any 3, but Goose just banked 500 points. And again, I think we all know what the answer is, but I'm going to defer to Spencer to make it official. Here we go.
Kicking it off here at number 4 on the scoreboard, but number 1 in our hearts. Thank you to cagematch.net. We appreciate you for solving our David Arquette questions from earlier. Keishi Matsunaga with 161 points, but also number 1 in our hearts. Big Bad Boris looked to be stealing that one with 1,154, but the Canadian Goose, your 3-time Quizplex champion. Goose, you know we need a speech.
Honk, honk, honk.
He should be CM Honk.
CM Honk, CM Honk,
CM.
Far less likely to get in a fight backstage.
All right. Well, I guess that'll wrap it up for us. Hey, Spencer? No, I got nothing like that. Let me just pop into frame for that last little bit. I want to thank everyone who joined us live here on Quizplex tonight. I really want to thank Hitman's Bar here in Calgary, Alberta. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're in Calgary, this is a place that you absolutely need to put on your itinerary because this is an absolute incredible. Follow me on social media. I'm going to be posting pictures of this place all night. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure you're going to pop over and watch Wrestle Dream at this point, so go enjoy the rest of the show. Goose, Keishi, Big Bad Boris, thank you very much. And with that, we'll be back at the second to last Thursday of the next month for the next edition of Quizplex. In a career spanning 23 years with stops in the NWA, WCW, Ring of Honor,